Good morning children. Stay home, stay safe. What is our lesson? Our lesson is New Kings and Kingdoms. What is our lesson? Our lesson is New Kings and Kingdoms. New Kings and Kingdoms. Yes children, in this lesson already we have learned how the dynasties were formed. We have taken the example of Danti Durga from the Rashtrakutas, a king. Danti Durga, actually he was the Samanta. He was the Samanta of the Chalukyas. But he himself declared as the king when he had power and wealth. So he overthrew his king and became the king. And like that he became the new king. Yes sir. Actually it's not from hereditary, but he himself became the king. Okay now, why? Because of his power and wealth. Okay then. So after becoming the kings, it's not only that much. First of all, I will tell you, in our house also, yes sir, who will look after our house? Our father will look after our house. Yes or no? So that looking after means how he is getting the money, how he is getting the income, and how he is spending. All this is called what? All this is called as administration. What it is called as? Administration. Not only in the house, in the offices, in the state, in the country, everywhere administration will be there. So now these new kings, now I said no, these new kings, how they have done the administration, we are going to learn. Yes, how they have done the administration. Administration, how they have done. That means how, from where they got the money. From where they got the money. Yes, already you know. Yes, we have learned in the 6th class. How the government will get the money. How they will get collecting the taxes from the people. Collecting the revenue from the people. And how they are expending the money for the development of the state or country. So like that only, these new kings, how they are doing the administration, we are going to learn in this lesson, in this class. Okay, now already we have learned how the new kings were formed. Okay, now, and what is the Prahashita and land grants. Land grants. Now we are going to learn about new kings administration. What we are learning? New kings administration. When we are learning about the new kings administration, what we are going to learn? We are going to learn how they are getting the money, how they are spending the money, on what they are spending the money, and who is collecting the money. These three things we are going to learn now. Yes sir. What the topic we are learning today? We are learning about the administration in the kingdom. What we are learning? Administration. Administration, very important administration. If the administration is good only, then the country is developed. The kingdom is developed. If the administration is not good, yes, anything will be not developed. Okay children. Yes. So we are learning about this. Administration in the kingdoms. Administration in the kingdoms. What we are learning? Administration in the kingdoms. Yes children, in the administration in the kingdoms, yes, the new kings, already we said, what they used to call themselves as they used to call them as Mahasamantas and Mahamandaleshwars. Not only that, they used to call themselves as Maharaja Adhiraja. Maharaja Adhiraja. These kings called themselves as, they adopted the sounding titles. They adopted the sounding titles like Maharaja Adhiraja, Maharaja Adhiraja and Tribhuvana Chakravarti. Maharaja Adhiraja and Tribhuvana Chakravarti. Maharaja Adhiraja. Adhiraja. That means what? What is the meaning of it? Great king. Maharaja Adhiraja. Great king. Great king. Next, they call themselves as Tribhuvana Chakravarti. Tribhuvana Chakravarti. Tribhuvana Chakravarti. That means Lord of three worlds. Lord of three worlds. Okay, na? They they got these titles. Lord of three worlds. Worlds. Okay then. Yes. Now you see what I said. Three things we have to learn. What is that? From where they are getting this? How they are to do the administration? From where they are getting the money? From where? From where they are getting money? They are getting the money. They are collecting the money from Samantas, peasants, traders, and Brahmins. That means first Samantas. Samantas, we said no. They have given the one land. They are going to look after that land, and they are going to collect the money, and they are going to give to the king. They are going to give to the king. Already in the last class we have learned. Samantas, they are giving the gift to the king. Not only gift, they are going to help them, give the military help also. They are going to give the military help also to the king for in the fighting. So this gifts or military help when they are giving Samantas, peasants. Yes, so they are sharing power. Who are those? They are sharing the powers to Samantas. Yes, peasants. Peasants means farmers. Peasants means farmers. Traders means business people. Yes, traders and Brahmins. Yes, ma'am. Now, all this. Yes, sir. First of all, the king is sharing the power with the Samantas, and he is getting the resources from the peasants, traders, and Brahmins. Yes, sir. From where he is getting the resources? Resources means nothing but the amount, the collected amount. Yes, that time money. Yes, sir. Coins, all that was not much there. What they used to do is whatever the peasants produce, farmers produce, they used to give them. Yes, sir. Whatever the farmers produce, yes, sir. Peasants, whatever they produce, they used to give to the king. Rice maybe, vegetables maybe, what fruits maybe, everything they used to give. Not only cattle keepers. They used to give the cattle, cows, buffaloes, goats, sheep, everything to the king. Artisans like weavers. Artisans, yes, sir. For the king. How making the pots, wooden work, whatever the artisans were there, clothes, all this jewelry, everything the artisans they used to give to the king. Whatever the work they do, they used to give to the king. Like that, king used to get the resources from them, from the peasants, cattle keepers, artisans. Not only that, the king, no landlord is there. The person who is having the land, otherwise Samanta. What they used to do? They used to pay the king rent. Also. Okay, now those who are having the land. These people, they used to give the resources, whatever the produce they are having. Whatever the produce they are producing, they used to give the king. Like crops, sheep, cow, buffalo, everything, goats, everything, whatever they are having. Artisans, whatever they are making, they used to give to the king. Okay now, like that. So the produce, the resources the king is getting from whom? From them. Yes, sir, from whom? From them he is getting. And rent from the land. And not only now that one, traders, those who do the business, traders. What the traders used to do? Traders used to pay the revenue. Revenue means what? Tax. Trader used to pay the revenue. Yes, sir. Trader used to pay the revenue. Okay, children. Like this, king is going to get this from them. King is going to get from them the money. That means before money was not there, so they used to get the resources produced from them and from the traders revenue and from the landlords rent. Like that, the king used to get. Okay, one we have learned. And how he used to spend them? How the king used to spend them? Yes, sir. Now he collected. For what he is going to spend them? Yes, sir. We have seen our government what they will do when they collected the taxes. What they are going to do with the tax collected? Yes, they are going to spend on the construction of the roads, construction of the government schools, government hospitals, on that everything for the development of the people only they are going to spend. Like this also, how the king is spending this amount he collected, how he is spending? For the development of the people. For the development of the people. First one, what? The development of the people. For development of the people, he is going to spend the money. Not only that, for construction of temples and forts. Temples are very useful. Yes or no? Why? Because yes, so many people are going to come to here and gather, conversation, everything will be going on, everything will be there, and the king also is to come there, yes, up to the temple. So for the construction of the temples and for the construction of the forts, he used to use the money what he collected. And not only for that, for to fight wars also, to fight the wars also, he used the money to fight the wars also. Why to fight? Why to fight with the other kingdom? To expand his kingdom. He used to fight. Why? Only to expand the place or not like that. Yes, to plunder. What to plunder? Plunder means taking away. What is taking away? The wealth of that country, the wealth of that place. To take that, he used to fight the wars, to plunder, access to land as well as trade routes. Yes, he used to fight wars. Why? Because to acquisition of wealth, and in the form of plunder and access land for the trade routes. Yes or no? The roads are very good. Yes, sir. From one country to the other country, what will happen? The business will be done very well. For that, they use. For this, the king used to use the money. First, development of the people, building the temples, forts, to fight wars. Why? Because for the acquisition of the wealth. In the case, like plunder, and to make the trade routes, also. Okay, children, understood? Yes. Okay, these two things we have understood. How is getting the money and how is spending. But who were involved in this? For whom he has given this responsibility? Who is going to collect all this? One person should be there, no? Government. For in the government also we will have some person who is going to collect the taxes, income tax, all that, property tax. Like that only here also who is going to collect? Who is going to collect? Who is going to collect? Yes. Functionaries for collecting the revenue were generally deputed from the influential families. Who is going to collect? Who is going to look after all this? Yes, from the influential families. Means the families which are very good. It's an influential fame. Who is having a fame? That families. Not only that, and these influential families are hereditary. The father, son, grandson, like that they used to. That is hereditary. As if the grandfather is collecting the taxes, his son, again his son, like that it is. Okay, they only used to collect them. Not only that, this was true about the army as well. In the army also you see, soldier means soldier son, again soldier, like that it will be there. In the main cases, close relatives of the kings. Not only that, close relatives of the kings used to do this work. Close relatives of the kings used to do this work of kings. What? Used to collect the taxes. The close relatives of the kings only used to collect the taxes. Okay, children, understood administration, how it was done? First from whom? Yes, sir. Then how? How he is spending? Then who is collecting? Who is taking the collecting of the taxes? Okay, children. Like this, it was done the administration by the new kings. Yes, you understood now? Yes, next we are going to learn warfare for the wealth. What do you mean by warfare? Doing the wars with the other kings. Yes, sir. Next we are learning warfare for wealth. Yes. Now you see here, one dynasty is there. Yes, sir. That ruling dynasty was based on a specific region. At the same time, yes, one ruling dynasty is there. Yes, now I will show you one example. I will show you one example. Already we have seen it. Yes, sir. See the textbook. Already I said you to know this from where this kingdoms are now present, in which states they are. You have to do it. Now here you see Palas, Gujara, Pratihara, Rashtrakutas. Yes, sir. Now see, these places are there. But all these three places, Palas, Gujara, Pratihara and Rashtrakutas, they had more interest in getting this place. What is that? Kanuj. What is that? Kanuj. This is very wealthy place, wealthy kingdom. Kanuj was a wealthy kingdom. And these three kingdoms, Gujara, Pratihara, Palas and Rashtrakutas, these three always fighting with it to get it. Yes, always, every year they were used to conflict the fights with them, with this Kanuj. So, what it is called as? It is called as Triparty struggle. Yes, sir. What is the Triparty struggle means? Yes, these three kingdoms. Yes, sir. Triparty struggle. Triparty struggle. Triparty struggle. Yes, sir. Warfare for what? Wealth. Yes, who is having more wealth? Which city? Kanuj. Yes, sir. In the Ganga Valley. Kanuj in the Ganga Valley. Yes, sir. Which city? Kanuj. Kanuj is having very wealthy city, wealthy kingdom. Yes, sir. Kanuj. Yes. Who are fighting? Gujara, Pratihara. Gujara, Pratihara, Rashtrakutas, and Palas. Yes, the three were, yes, all the time fought for control over this. So it is called as Triparty struggle. For you, two more questions will be there. What do you mean by Triparty struggle? Yes, sir. To have the control over Kanuj, these three were fighting. Yes, sir. So this is about warfare for wealth. Yes, sir. For the wealth, always the kings used to fight with other kingdoms. Now, for example, for warfare for wealth, no, one of the king we are going to see. Who is he? Muhammad Ghazani. Who is he? Warfare for wealth. We are going to see one example. Who is he? He is Muhammad Ghazani. Who is he? Muhammad Ghazani. Muhammad Ghazani. Okay, this king, yes, sir, is the Sultan Muhammad Ghazani from Afghanistan. From where? He is from Afghanistan. He ruled. Yes, sir, he is from Afghanistan. He is from Afghanistan. Yes, sir, he ruled from when? 1997 AD to 1030 AD. Yes, ma'am. And he extended from Afghanistan till where he came over the parts of Central Asia, Iran and northern western part of our subcontinent also. He raided the subcontinent, our India, almost every year, ma'am. His target was what? Wealthy temples, including that of Somnath Temple of Gujarat. Yes, sir, every time, whenever he came to India, subcontinent of India, west to northern part of India, Afghanistan, you can see here. Yes, sir, this side only you will have. Yes, sir, no. Yes, sir, this side only we will have the Afghanistan, next Pakistan. So whenever he come to the Gujarat. Here Somnath temple is there. From the Somnath temple, he wanted to take all the wealth. Yes, he raided the subcontinent every year. Yes, why? Because so that he can take this wealth and build a capital city, a splendid capital city at Ghazani. He wanted to take all this wealth and build a capital city, a very splendid capital city at Ghazani. And Sultan Muhammad was also interested in what? In finding out about the people. Now he has came to India, the subcontinent Gujarat. He came to India, and the people, he wanted to know about the people also more. He wanted to know more about the people also. For this, what he has done, he appointed a scholar. He appointed a scholar to write about these people, about this country. Okay, now who is he? He is Al-Biruni. What is his name? The poet name? Al-Biruni. Yes, he wrote an account of the subcontinent. He wrote an account of the subcontinent in the Arabic work. The book name is Kitab. What is the book name? Kitab al-Hind. What is the book name he has written? Kitab al-Hind. Yes, about Muhammad, not about Muhammad Ghazni. The Muhammad Ghazni, which places he has fought and won, that places people's background, people's lifestyle he has written. That is Al-Biruni, that person, and the book name is Kitab al-Hind. Kitab al-Hind. And not only that, yes, it is an important source for historians. This book is very important source for the historians. Al-Biruni consulted Sanskrit scholar also to write this book. This is about Muhammad Ghazni. Okay, now next we are going to learn about the Chamannas. We are going to learn about the Chamannas. Next we are going to learn about whom? About the Chamannas. Chamannas, otherwise they are called as Chauhans. Chauhans. Yes. Chamannas, later known as Chauhans, ruled over the region around Delhi and Ajmer. One more question you will get. Yes, Chamannas ruled which areas? They ruled Delhi and Ajmer. They ruled Delhi and Ajmer. Okay, choose the correct answer also you will get. Yes. They attempt to expand their control to the west and east. Yes, sir. Delhi you will see in the middle it will be there, and they have wanted to go in the west side and east side. So they were opposed by the Chalukyas of Gujarat. In the west, Gujarat is there. They opposed. They didn't made Chamannas to enter into the west side. Yes, Gujarat and Gadwals of the western Uttar Pradesh. The best known Chamanna ruler was who? Prithviraj III. Who is he? He is Prithviraj III. Prithviraja III. He ruled from which years? 1168 AD to 1192 AD. Yes. Which place? Yes. Gujarat and Gadwals of western Uttar Pradesh. Who defeated an Afghan ruler named Sultan Muhammad Ghori. Yes, sir. This Prithviraj ruler defeated the Afghan ruler. What is his name? Muhammad Ghori in 1191. But lost him the very next year in 1192. Okay, now first Prithviraj defeated Muhammad Ghori, but in the next year he was defeated. Okay, children, this is about the what we have learned: administration, warfare for wealth. In the warfare for wealth, we have learned about Muhammad Ghazni and Chamannas. Okay, children, you understood? Next, we are going to learn about the southern India. Who ruled southern India? In the southern India, who were the new kings were there? All that we are going to learn in the next class. Go through the textbook very well now. Go through the textbook. Know all the names very well. Okay, children. Thank you. Have a good day.